In the last video, we talked about growth as being a journey, and we talked about getting started. We're still on getting started. And I mentioned in the last video, if you don't know how to get started, you're already started with this series of videos. I also mentioned that it's good to think about what you used to enjoy doing as a child, as well as what you will be willing to invest 70 to 100 or more hours a week doing. What is it you would be able to do without tiring? Now, that answers some of the question, how do I get started? I don't know how to get started. I'm going to continue today talking about how to get started if you don't know how. So apart from deciding what you would like to do on hours on end every week and never get tired of, there's another thing to consider. Because some people would say that's easy for you to say, because I have a job, I work 12 hours a day or 15 hours a day with not very reasonable pay, and I get home very tired and I hardly have time to do anything or think about anything else. Well, that brings me to the next part of deciding how to get started and what to get started with. Since you know what you would like to do at least 50 or 70 or 100 or more hours a week, then you would need to ask yourself, what is the amount of risk I would be willing to live with? What can you risk? Because you see, playing it safe or remaining where you are, you will still be the same person 5 years from now, other than the books you read or how much you develop your mind and the relationships you have and the steps you take forward. So in order to move forward, you need to take the next step. Somebody defined insanity as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So determine the amount of risk you can live with. For instance, would you be willing to switch a career? Would you be willing to switch your job? What would it cost you? Do you have a family? Will it mean higher rent, being able to move to another place, to be able to a place where you would be inspired in, or something else? Determine the amount of risk you can live with. Currently, for some of you, the amount of risk you can live with is being able to just cut out half an hour or 1 hour out of every day of your life for the next 6 months, for instance. Think about that. If you could take out half an hour or 1 hour out of your day every day for the next 6 months to focus on something that will drive you towards your future, it would be well worth it. In being able to get started and doing that, you should also think about, what do I need to learn to be able to do what I want to do? You may need to register for a course. You may need to watch this course to its very end to be able to grow further into your potential, or to be able to realize what your life goals are, or to be able to clarify your vision for your own life goals. That is still a part of it. So think about, what do I need to learn? What do I need to learn over the next 6 months to take me to the next level? Then ask yourself, who do I need to learn it from? Answers to these questions will help you focus on getting started. And they will help you determine the risk, the amount of risk you can live with, and the steps you need to take. It could be, like I said, half an hour in the mornings or half an hour at night, making 1 hour during the day. If you could set aside 1 hour a day, taking small steps towards learning, it could be learning about yourself like you're doing on this video, or learning from someone who's a master in a field that you would like to grow in. These are more steps in getting started. Thank you.